the barge.
This is it.
I was here when I saw it, so that's crazy.
Did you guys have many conversations about the effect that this construction on 146 and the boat ramp over there is going to have on this community?
In the future, negatively or positively?
Well, I mean, negative. I was told at one time that they weren't going to rebuild that ramp.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I did not hear that.
Yeah.
No, I definitely heard that. And obviously,
the ramp there under 146.
Of course,
It's not.
You've got the Seabrook
what
side
I
and
understand,
the Kemah side.
it's not coming back.
Yeah.
And there was outrage, as there should be.
There should be, yeah.
I mean, what are you supposed to do over there? Yeah, where do you launch?
No,
exactly. I mean, yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me.
And I know back in the scene, we've done articles on like all the public boat launches and stuff, and we should kind of revisit that because some of them have, we've lost a couple, and
100%. Yeah, there's a lot of them that are chained
you
up.
can't have a strong boating community without water access.
True. Without free water access,
not everybody lives on the water,
Exactly.
So most people have boats on the trailer and they got to put them in somewhere, or you don't live in a neighborhood that like El Lago. I mean, they've got. I don't know.
Yeah, we've got a
couple of access points, but I mean, for Kemah not to have that's pretty wild.
No, that is wild.
It was a big deal when it was announced, and I was part of a group that was protesting against it. I didn't hear
we're
a
on
lot
board. Yeah.
over it.
Oh yeah, no, I'll have to look into this.
I think I told you, Mike, a couple weeks ago. I've been off Facebook, so I miss out on some of the news.
Well, I'm surprised they haven't cut me off yet. I keep waiting. I don't go too loud, but
yeah, that can get interesting.
But talking about the 146 construction, the one thing I will say is number one, for people listening outside the immediate area, don't be scared of coming down this way. It's really the effect hasn't been that bad. I mean. I know a lot of people up in Houston, think that they're trying to stay clear of the Clear Lake area because of the construction. Number two, I'll say I'm impressed with how quick things are moving along. I mean, every time I drive down 146, there's more pylons for bridges and stuff. So
ahead of schedule.
I mean,
I think they got a little break during the whole coronavirus.
Right.
They absolutely.
I heard that it helped.
I think they were able to do a lot of extra work that they couldn't have done with the normal traffic, which,
That's awesome. Well, I'm glad they took advantage.
Well,
yeah.
200,000 American souls probably would not agree with that.
Yeah. That's true. Well, we're not. Yeah, we're not. Yeah.
I'm cynical when it comes to this coronavirus stuff. This is it's been a nightmare.
Yeah.
It's caused quite the pivot for myself, but
It has. Everybody's had to pivot. It's been wild. But hopefully the construction, 2022, right? It'll be done. I think next year it'll be almost there. One of the, the expansion of one bridge will open. Hopefully the second one will start opening. Yeah. I think it's really going to open up people coming to this area. It was bottlenecked before.
Isn't it supposed to be an extension? Is this 99 though?
Yeah, so it'll be the Grand Parkway now. And I've got family up in Humble and Spring, and it takes them an hour to get down here. Now they can hop on the 99, shoot down here. 146 wasn't even an option before. Now that it's going to be expanded out to a major freeway, I really think it's going to create a lot of access to this area.
I think so.
It sucks right now, and they've done a great job, but there are times where it can be hard. Mostly just rush hour, 4:30 to 5:30. Right. That's typical. That's
if you live here, you have to know when to avoid it.
Absolutely, yeah. But give it another year, and man, it's just going to be beautiful. It's going to be expanded. Hopefully, that they figure out the Kemah boat ramp. If not, there'll be something else figured out. But
I hope so.
The bridges are open, and I'm excited. I mean, honestly, I think this area has needed it.
For sure.
Not just a fresh.
Buy your property
refacing, but the access, man, it's like a super highway down to this area now. They used to always have to get bottlenecked on 45. Yeah. They would come 45, and only people that live LaPorte or Baytown would come down 146. But now people from Humble, Atascocita, Kingwood, these places, they're going to shoot down Crosby.
Sure.
They're going to shoot down the 99. That wasn't even an option before. It would have taken you 2 hours to get through all that crap.
Who knows what this place will look like in 5 years?
I'm telling you, man. Yeah, so for me, I'm super excited about it. It sucks,
awesome.
but it's been much needed, and I'm happy to wait. I'm looking forward to it.
For the sleepy little town of Seabrook, there's going to be some pushback.
Oh, it flipped it upside down.
It's happening now.
It flipped it upside down. Yeah.
No, we lost a lot of venues with history, man. I mean, I think I count at least 4 or 5 venues that had over 25 years of service, right?
Marburgers and
Yeah,
you know,
Marburger.
Oh, man.
Laredos and
so
Neptunes.
many places that
Oh,
were just
Neptunes, yeah.
landmarks here in Seabrook.
Imagine
Gone.
if Tookies hadn't went across the street. I mean, that's crazy.
Outriggers.
Yeah.
Yeah, Outriggers.
I mean,
right.
Wow.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So
That's
Yeah, it's
unfortunate.
wild.
it is.
You know, 6 steps backwards, hopefully 12 forward, I guess.
I mean,
hope so.
I think so. You know, I think this area's going to come back strong.
That's what we're banking on.
I think
here.
you know the economy's gonna be good. You know, here soon again, and COVID's gonna be over. And you know, I'm excited for this area. I mean, I'm a business owner here, and in an industry that thrives off of people getting out there and having fun. And so I'm excited for the comeback. You know,
Me
so.
too.
Yeah. Well, I consider myself the biggest, one of the biggest cheerleaders for this area. And this area
Of course.
always is strong. I mean,
Dude,
even,
what you've done since you guys have started the scene has been amazing.
I appreciate that.
Incredible, man.
No,
Yeah,
for
I've
sure.
followed this guy my whole
Look,
life.
I don't
Yeah,
go anywhere without picking it up.
That's what I tell him every
I never
time,
have.
man.
I mean, I
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
We don't
No,
take that for
seriously.
granted. No,
Yeah.
very kind
I
words.
tell them that all the time, and not
yeah.
just me. I'm like going somewhere randomly, having dinner with my pops or something, and
Yep.
first thing he does is grab the scene. Oh man,
Yeah.
where'd you even find that
Well,
thing?
what's going
oh,
on, dude?
Yeah,
It's,
so I mean, he needs to know,
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
and that's where you find out. So
It's been a fun ride, yeah. And of course, we're about to launch our new mobile app for the scene, and
Yeah.
and actually, that's not the only new mobile app that's going to be launching here. I heard a rumor that Barge is going to be doing a mobile app here pretty soon.
That's true.
Yeah, so
Yes,
it's
sir.
maybe even the new
That's
venue.
true. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
yeah, we're counting on it.
Right. No, I think that'll be a good scenario,
Yeah,
good partnership.
absolutely.
Yeah. So we talked about the new venue. We talked about obviously a little bit of the history of Barge. I guess it's been about what 3, 4, three.
Yeah, so we got our hands on it.
this is
late January of 2017.
okay. So this is I was
Yeah.
curious about this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the inside scoop. I mean, So you're hearing it from the horse's
Yeah,
mouth, man.
we got our hands on it right after Lance closed. He did the New Year's, and then that was it. We got our hands on it about a month later, and we had several months of reno, and we opened 5 days before Harvey.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so fantastic timing.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. God.
We've got the timing thing down. We
Natural
we're
disasters.
going to launch the
and-
yard.
and
We have Harvey
pandemics.
come. We're getting ready to launch the yard, and then we get COVID. So
Yeah.
I don't know what's in the cards for us, but we're still here.
Well, I mean, I think you still made the right choice.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Regardless of the hardships, I think it's gonna work out here.
Well, and the
you know?
yard's been such a blessing to the local live music community because it actually is whereas other live music venues are struggling and actually up until very recently haven't even been allowed to open. There has been the yard,
Right.
So,
Right.
Yeah, we were fortunate. We are an outdoor venue, so the guidelines as far as occupancy aren't as strict.
food,
Yeah.
you guys
We've
got
got
an awesome
food,
menu, so that
and
helps.
we're not 51%. We have our food and beverage permit, so we operate as a restaurant. And between the food and the ticket sales, that actually helps to kind of offset
Gotcha.
our ratio.
Right.
Right.
So
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we are operating legally. Everything
Yeah,
here
of course.
is by the book. And yeah, I mean, it's if like I said, if this yard and how it's all come about wouldn't have happened the time that it did, this place wouldn't be here given the guidelines and restrictions that were placed on other establishments during COVID.
Right.
Yeah, and John can touch base on that. He knows a lot about this. Just and we've talked about it in past episodes how hard it's been for some places and how they've had to
I can't
pivot
imagine.
and the different things they've had to go through. So I mean, you're fortunate enough that you've been able to change some things and be able to do that because man, it's been hard and it's a struggle. So yeah, you
These
guys-
establishments need the government's help.
Yeah.
I mean, it hasn't been enough, especially
Right.
coming from our own governor. I mean, I can't imagine not being able to operate something that I have poured my entire life into.
right. It's crazy.
And all off of fuzzy math. And I mean, I'm not saying that this stuff is not real.
And a
but
certain
there-
industry.
It seems like people and businesses have been singled out to a degree.
Absolutely.
True.
And even the restaurants that are able to stay open. I mean, it's hard to stay open at 100% capacity. I mean,
Right.
I mean,
it's one of the hardest businesses.
oh, so
yeah,
I can
and-
open
and-
at 25 and 50.
You gotta have a
Thank
wa-
you. I mean, I appreciate.
Got to have a
it.
wow
Yeah, I mean,
factor,
God dang it.
let alone like the
It's
percentage.
under normal conditions.
Yeah,
And-
yeah.
And even the people that aren't scared. I mean, this has just done a number on the population, right?
Yeah.
People are freaked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, one venue we've talked about at the show that, I mean, obviously the 51% alcohol venues, so the breweries, the distilleries, the bars that don't have kitchens. I mean, obviously they've basically had their livelihood taken away from them. They don't even control their own destiny up until very recently. So next week we're going to be doing a live show over at the Raylene Distillery, over in San Leon. Yeah,
That's
so
great.
we knew we wanted. I mean, obviously
Kelly's a cool chick.
We've got a history
she's,
with her. Yeah, that's awesome. You know her.
She's a Texas alcohol pioneer.
Yeah,
she was one of my liquor reps years and years ago.
Right.
20 years ago.
She knows her stuff, man.
Oh, yeah.
She's
No,
worked
it's
hard,
great.
to get where she's at, and not just her. She's helped to pave the way for so many people in the state.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, she's fought for the laws, in Austin to be changed for distilleries across the board.
Been involved with lobbying, and I mean, guys, this kind of stuff takes work. It's not easy. It costs money. I mean, you got to have really important people involved, and I mean,
a pioneer.
Not everybody can do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
and
up
until I guess about last week, and maybe it was the Friday before last week, she's been pretty much completely shut down except for able to sell bottles to go.
Right,
but
she's back in action, man.
Yeah, she's back in action.
Awesome.
So thank God for that, and we're excited to pay her a visit, and
I've been seeing some of her posts, and so yeah, that'll be fun to get over there next week for sure.
Right. Sorry, I'm just looking around here. I see people showing.
beautiful.
It's like
Yeah,
we got some volleyball coming on.
I think it's about the time for some volleyball.
So how do they're going to fire these lights on over here? It looks like you guys got some lights going on.
Yeah, we've got the lights up there on the pole that are specifically for the volleyball.
Look, looks like she's about to get them going right now. So
yeah,
that's exciting. That's
yeah,
awesome.
I'm actually excited to see this.
I think she is. I saw them over there looking around at it. I felt like I was supposed to go help, but I like it here with you guys.
Yeah, right.
Well, obviously we're all about taking care of business. So I mean, if you have if you have to eject, but
we've had electricians out here all week, so I don't know if they did.
Yeah, I don't want to call anyone out, but it's kind of funny that I was lucky enough to do an episode. I've been on television a few times now, luckily, and I did an episode with YOLO Texas a few weeks ago. And I wasn't the main focus of the show, but luckily Nassau Bay highlighted a few things in the area, and they came on. And I'm familiar with the company. They're broadcasted on 29 television stations throughout the state. They're on like KHIA or KHHH in Houston or something, the CW. And I was happy to do the episode and everything. And then I realized that they had only featured so many people, and one of the people on the show didn't get interviewed. And I was like, well, what happened, man? He's like, yeah, I didn't get interviewed. And I was like, well, what was going on? He's like, I was working, man. I was in the middle of working. And I was like, man, you didn't like stop work to do this. This is like a television thing. And he's like, television? I thought they came in for free. And I was like, no, man, that's like a major production, and it was just like so funny that he like missed that opportunity. Here you are. Yeah. Sometimes you got to work and handle your stuff, and we're no major production, but the fact that he just didn't understand that he was missing out on a real good opportunity. Well, like, man, they're going to be on TV, bro. You should maybe poke your head in.
Absolutely.
Like, what are you doing over here? Yeah.
Maybe he didn't like how his hair looked that day.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't think he knew. I think he thought it was like
We're so self-conscious these days.
He didn't know that they were like, broadcasted on 29 stations in the state. I don't think he knew that.
Nice.
So we were lucky enough to do that for free. That was a lot of fun.
I think you shared a video of that. I think I saw some of that.
Yeah, I need to share more. I'm terrible at posting stuff. I need like a professional marketing poster.
Yeah. I just post stuff that's horribly political.
that was me 4 years ago, but I had to move on from that.
That's my family's like, dude. Shut it down.
No. Yeah, sometimes some things touch close to the heart, or whatever.
Got to be you, man.
I'm a business owner. Okay?
Sure, yeah.
I have been for 15 years.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
I believe what I believe.
Yeah.
So that's right. I mean, we're talking about Weekends in the Water. We talk about all things about the water. I mean, you've got another business that actually you've been running longer than this one. That's kind of deals with the water.
So
Cardinal Catering.
Yeah, this month is our 15-year anniversary for Cardinal.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we.
Tell us about this a little bit.
I mean, it's evolved, and we have a few different subsidiaries, but the primary company came along after Katrina, and
Okay.
we were providing food service to several different outfits in the New Orleans area in the aftermath of Katrina. So we had relief workers, construction crews, EPA, all kinds of cleanup efforts, and